Hey there folks, it's me once again. I forgot to mention in my introduction that, well, I live right in the general area of Washington, D.C. You know, nation's capital, all that good stuff. Look, everybody in the USA wants to come to Washington, see all the sights, discover how their government works. You know, I could tell you all kinds of really disappointing things about how your government works, but I'm not here to disillusion you. I'm here to give you a tour. I absolutely love that building. It makes almost everything else that you go through around here worthwhile. And what else, you may ask, do you go through around here? Tourists. Tourists are absolutely inescapable. Simple fact of life. Nice monument, huh? Also to be seen around town, a vehicle bearer, trust me. Once again, here's the monument. I love the monument. The monument is wonderful. I'm driving as I'm filming this. I am, of course, crazy. From the stoplight. Oh, a leprechaun. Yet another view across the mall. And here's the National Museum of the American Indian. A wonderful place, simply a must-see. Stop in, visit. It's worth the trouble. And the tourists. Even more tourists. I swear they're everywhere. And this is a cold day in spring. There we are once again, the magnificent U.S. Capitol building, seen from, I believe, northbound 5th Street Northwest, looking to the east. What a view. I love seeing that. Looking forward going up 5th Street. That's, I believe, the municipal buildings. D.C. government. That's the Canadian Embassy, the big columnar thing. I think it's the Canadian Embassy. And there's the old Iranian embassy, now the National Islamic Center. We stole it from them when they took hostages. But back again, at the Municipal Center, which would be if you drove straight on up and under that building that goes across the street. But first, let's take a left onto Independence, which will bring us back to Pennsylvania Avenue, at the intersection of which is a really spiffy statue. Thought I'd just focus on that for a second. Back of the National Museum of American History, I think, or maybe it's the Corcoran Art Museum. No, that's not the Corcoran. Well, okay, here we are, northwest on Pennsylvania. There's the Bureau of Engraving, also known as the Mint, and some more tourists. That, I think, is the back of the new convention center. And here's the circle at 16th and Massachusetts Avenue. I think it's Thomas. There's the southbound horse. You don't want to be on the north end of that. There's the Australian Embassy. And looking north along 16th Street, you get seasick. A cherry tree, I think. Back on the mall, approaching the Capitol once again. Hey, you know, I never get tired of this. The traffic and the tourists, I can do without. Yay, the Capitol. And this is where you party. This is Adams Morgan. It's looking down the hill, and here's looking up the hill. This place will be wall to wall. The streets will be full of people tonight, cold as it is. And here's a side street off of Adams Morgan. Note the lovely townhomes and the fine brickwork. And here's looking back down towards Adams Morgan, which will be packed with partying people come midnight. You should see it after closing. This is, I believe, Adams Mill Road, heading out of Adams Morgan, the way many people would go. Cool building on the corner. Had to get a shot of it. Just a spiffy, nice little street, so you would think. The National Zoo is on the left. And if you look at this house right here, basically other side of that house is a precipitous drop. It's basically sitting on the edge of a cliff, propped up by girders on the side where you can't see it. Heading down the same street. Down, past the rumble strips, past the other rumble strips, and you know you better stop at this, because it could be trouble if you don't. So we stop and we take a left. See that light down there that's green? If you go through that light and it's green, well, if you took the easy left, you'd be going across Rock Creek Park into the zoo. Because that light was green, I guarantee this next one is going to be red. Just no questions about it. Now I could be here for days, so yeah, handy editing. See this spiffy alley? I don't ordinarily go this way, but hey, that house is cool, so let's go up the alley. What the heck? Look, trash cans. What do you know? And at the end of this alley, more houses. This is actually a neighborhood in transition. It's been really nice at one point in time. It's been kind of iffy. It's getting better, and in parts it's still kind of iffy. It all depends whether it's daytime, nighttime, whether or not it's the weekend. You could do far worse in this town than to live on this block. Into the block, poof. On the left is the red light where we were stuck. You're looking over Rock Creek. And now here's Park Road. This is actually a cool way to drive through town. Now, I'm sorry for the filming, you guys. It's kind of a curvy road, and, well, you know, I got one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the camera, and I'm testing a new filming technique. Now, like I said, if you guys lose your cookies easy, you might want to shut your eyes or go to some other place on YouTube. Kind of a windy road. This is being filmed, by the way, with just a little cheesy Olympus camera. It doesn't record sound. It does make 320 by 240.mov files. Resolution's not the best. The lenses are good. Contrast control is good. My driving is not so good. But green light. Here, green light. Oh, nice green light. Still, stop and take a look. You never know who's going to run it. And here we are crossing Rock Creek, which is pretty much a creek. Nice old bridge. Historic barn or something on the right. I couldn't tell you exactly. Just starting to come out green. And there's the old historic mill spring house building or whatever it is. Left sitting there right in the middle of the road because it's historic architecturally. Yet another windy, windy road heading uphill, uphill, uphill towards lovely Connecticut Avenue. This is once again Park Road. This is where things start getting pretty expensive, and it's a pretty nice place to live. Basically, to the west of Rock Creek, and we are headed west, things start getting progressively nicer. They start getting real nice about a mile up this road. Here at Connecticut Avenue, one of the main drags through the upscale part of town. And here we go. Heading north on Connecticut, out of the district, where the traffic is much too intense for me to keep filming. Now here we are, approaching lovely Aspen Hill, Maryland from the south, and, well, the cherry trees were not doing so well downtown on account of the cold snap, but these Bartlett pears in the center of the median and the other Bartlett pears on the right seem to be doing quite well. The yellow down there is forsythia. This interesting overpass is what's called the Cloverleaf to Nowhere. It was built on Connecticut Avenue in the expectation that there would be a future freeway running beneath it. Well, so far that hasn't happened, and this has been that way since 1967. So, well, more into Aspen Hill. Yeah, this is where I live. Doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too good. It's seen better days, trust me. Oh, the joy. Now, here's a little bit more experimentation coming up with some camera technique. As in, how do you manage to drive a car and film at the same time? That's Sunoco's, where one of the people got shot by the Aspen Hill sniper. Now, here's the camera work. First, turn the camera. Then turn the car. Seasick yet? Well, anyways, hey, that's it. Well, that's it. Thanks a lot for stopping by, you groovy guys and gals, and thanks a lot for watching this, if indeed you did watch it. Hopefully I haven't bored you utterly, and I promise that the next time that I offer you something like this, it will be more structured, more out and about, more going places, more doing things, as opposed to just, driving around, taking pictures, and risking life and limb to give shots of your nation's capital to the YouTube audience. At any rate, in case I don't see you, and how would I see you? You got a webcam or something? Well, at any rate, till next time, have a wonderful life.